Naruto is a world of wondrous things and a long story. But that long story is filled with retcons and plot holes. And there is one plot hole so unimaginably simple but grew to be one of the biggest in the verse. But before that, let me take some of your time and introduce myself. Hi, I'm Crimson Kage, and today I'm talking about the Moon Retcon. As I said, there is one plot hole that is so simple but grew to be one of the biggest in the verse. And it is also one of the least noticed. I call it the Moon Retcon. Most of you might get hints but won't get it completely. For this, we need to rewind over 1,000 years from Naruto's timeline. At the time when Ishiki and Kaguya came to invade the world, uh, when they placed the ten tails at the spot where it was to devour Kaguya and place down roots, start sucking chakra out of the planet. But Kaguya doesn't like it. Betrays Ishiki, tears him apart, tosses away his first half and feeds the other half to the ten tails, which then sprouts roots and starts devouring the chakra to bear the chakra fruit. Ishiki takes refuge inside the body of a monk named Jigen and supposedly lives there for 1,000 years. But we don't need Ishiki's story. We only need Kaguya's, who waits years until she decides to live with humans and falls in love with the king of a kingdom and gets pregnant. But the king had promised that the enemy king, if any person attacks the other side, they will be beheaded. And the enemy king obviously wanted Kaguya and sent forces to capture her without knowing that she was a freaking alien. But we know already that she killed them. And when she was about to be sentenced, she used her maid as bait to stall the army, ran to the god tree and ate the chakra fruit, became immortal, and put everyone under Infinite Tsukuyomi, and gives birth to Hagoromo and Hamura. Then the Naruto series takes place. But wait, at one point in the manga and the anime, Nagato, or specifically his Deva path, says to Conan while putting Naruto under Chibaku Tensei that the Sage of Six Paths created the moon using this very jutsu. But fast forward to the war arc, Hagoromo tells his backstory to the four dead Hokage who were revived by Edo Tensei that he finally seals Kaguya, his mom, with six past Chibaku Tensei and finally created the moon. So we have a confirmation that Hagoromo is the one who created the moon and it was not formed like our moon was. But when Kaguya cast the Infinite Tsukuyomi on the world back when she ate the chakra fruit, you can very clearly see that the moon was there. Like it was right there and it turned into Rinne Sharingan. And most of you might say, oh, Kishimoto could have just had it there just for the scene when she casts Infinite Tsukuyomi and would not have added it anywhere else in the flashback. Ha ha ha. Okay then. Let's see the freeze image of Kaguya arriving to the kingdom. And there you go. It is so clear that you can see the moon right there. And even this image where Kaguya and the king are talking about life and Kaguya ends up literally talking about the moon and we get the most clear view of the moon, which wasn't supposed to exist. And there were two confirmations that the moon was created by Hagoromo. But the moon existed in his flashback. Now I have some ways this could have been prevented. One, Kaguya could have switched the dimensions and could have made it harder for Hagoromo and Hamura. But at the end, they would have sealed her in the different dimension and it would not turn this into a plot hole. Two, Kishimoto would have followed the fact that the moon does not exist And for the Kaguya casting Infinite Tsukuyomi scene, he could have mm, the sky opening up a bit to reveal the Rinne Sharingan, and then have made the rest of Kaguya's body fade in into the scene. 3. He could have again followed the fact that the moon does not exist, and instead of opening up the sky to reveal the Rinne Sharingan, just fade in Kaguya's body. Opening up the sky to reveal the Sharingan would have made it much harder, but he could have done this to show the scene. 4. He would have not made the moon there and instead just keep two moons. And that would just be ugly. Like imagine one moon turning into the Rinne Sharingan and one moon just floating there away from Kaguya being shown in the sky. Eh? That would just be terribly gone wrong. So that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about. Mm, mm, this that's all I wanted to say about this plot hole. I don't know why Kishimoto did that. Maybe he wanted it to look cool. Maybe he forgot. Maybe he ignored it. I don't know. I just don't know. Like, why would he do such a silly thing as a mistake? But I really hope he fixes it in some Naruto discussion thing in Tokyo. Or if you already did. I don't know about the latter, but I don't watch the discussions. They're all in Japanese with like a few English words. I don't know. So bye guys. Once again, I'm Crimson Kage. Like the video, please subscribe. I'll see you guys in another video.